Now we're going to get into some of the knowledge, skills, and information sources that are required to safely and competently perform this position. Just want to give you an idea where it's this page, and then one more page, and you're done with the questionnaire. So we're almost complete. You're past the hardest part of the PAQ. So in this first section up here, we're going to ask about your knowledge, skills, and information sources. What do you need to be knowledgeable of? What do you need to be skilled in order to do this position? These general accounting practices? Is this facilities maintenance? Is this, education of students? Is this special needs? What areas do we need to have skills in? What do we need to be aware of? And then are there any kind of entities that require you, that you have to be aware of, that tell you what you need to know? And in this next section here, kind of questions 13 and below, I want you to put on your human resources hat for a minute. Pretend you had to recruit for this position. What would you want somebody to have in terms of the education? Is this an instance where the position should have a bachelor's degree? And here we're going to ask, in this column, we're going to ask what you have and what the position should have, just to get an idea of what the makeup of the people in this position have. So give us an idea of what you have, what the position should have, and then what's required. Do we need to have a BS in mechanical engineering? Or do we need to have a certified, do we need to have an engineering degree? Do we need to have an accounting degree? Do we need to not have any degree at all? Is this an area where we can hire somebody with simple high school education to do this? What's required? And then what do you think are the minimum years of experience for the job? So can we hire somebody who has no experience to do this job, or do we need to have somebody with 4 years of previous experience to perform this position? So give us an idea of what you think there. Again, think minimum. We'll review some of those criterias and some of those knowledges, but just give us what your thoughts are. Down here in this section is we're looking for any of the licenses and certifications that are required. So do I need to have a license to do anything? Am I a school bus driver and I need to have my CDL with a passenger endorsement? And that's a Class A license, and I need that on day one. Otherwise, that school bus doesn't move. Is that what the instance looks like here, or can I get this within 60 days? Essentially, can you hire me without this license and then train me over time to get this license, or do I need to have this license immediately upon hire? Is this Monday morning, 8 a.m., I need to drive the school bus and it doesn't move. I cannot perform my job without this license. So give us an idea of what that looks like there. This last section here is about physical requirements of the job. If you think back to this previous page, I'm going to use this back button here to skip back to that previous page for a second. If you think back to everybody's least favorite page, our favorite page, do any of these functions, tasks, and duties, do any of those require you to put physical energy or effort into those completion? Do you need to be an able-bodied person to perform this work? Do I need to be able to lift, stand, see, hear, talk? Those are some of the things that we're trying to get at there. And again, this is one of the last pages, so you're doing a great job. We're going to click next, move on to the next page, and we are almost there.